Okay, this is another shovel repair video. This shovel has already been repaired once at this spot. I put this band clamp in, only I was in more of a hurry back then when I did that, and you can see I just basically drilled out some rather large holes, wrapped the band clamp around. There was a crack there that I was hoping to stop. Now there's another crack here. I've been putting up with this for quite a while, but today the snow is very heavy. I came in for a coffee break. I decided maybe I can do another band clamp repair, maybe do a slightly better job. So what I did was I used my 16 drill and I just drilled 5 or 6 holes like that. Okay, then I tried connecting them by putting the drill in at an angle, moving it back and forth. And then I was able to get this hacksaw blade. I worked it down until I got to the point where I could put it in. I was able to make the slot slightly wider enough for a band clamp from my band clamp collection. This one I think might be long enough. Now, I've already repaired the handle on this shovel many years ago. It seems, that band clamps are great for shovels. This was my father-in-law's shovel, and it's a good size. It's a nice shovel. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'll drill my holes on the other side, and we'll see if this works out as a repair. Okay, I drilled 5 holes next to each other. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drill in at angles this way and that way, just to enlarge the holes a little bit. You can't really use the drill bit to go sideways like you might like to, like maybe a router bit would, but I'm just going to use the drill here to try to widen these holes out. Okay, by drilling at a very shallow angle, just rubbing the drill across those holes, I actually was able to remove the material between them without using a larger size drill bit. Now, what I'm going to do is just going to take this this hacksaw blade, and I'm just going to work it on the, I can't fit it all the way in because of the size, but I can work it on the edges, and I will be able to get it in by slightly enlarging it on the edges, because it worked on the other one. I'll just make this slightly wider. Okay, I was able to get the hacksaw blade in there. Now the band clamp is just about slightly bigger than the width of the hacksaw blade, so I've just slightly enlarged it with the blade, and now I will just try feeding that through, and then seeing if I can, if it's long enough. Well, it does seem like it's long enough. Now I do have a slight problem because one of the holes went at an angle and they don't quite line up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that all the way down, and I'm going to just see if I can wrangle that in. Okay? And then I'll start snugging it. Okay, well it turns out I was able to wrangle it by sliding this all the way over. Then I get more ability. The band clamp is somewhat hard to distort from the shape that it wants, but it can be done. Now that I did get it started, I can slide this up to this other position, which is what I'd like, and then I'll try snugging it. Well, it seems fine. I did snug it up. Now, I didn't want to try to even attempt to close up that gap. I think it would probably crack someplace else. I don't know why it is that way, but that's the way it seems to be. This does have this other black material which might have somehow moved in the way, but it's on very tight. It does seem more rigid, and I think this is going to be fine. I am a lot happier with this than I am with this one over here, simply because I didn't have to remove as much material, and I should have to be more careful next time. I knew that when that one kind of ended up at an angle that it might be a problem, but it did work out okay. So I'll put this back into service this afternoon. Bye.